Welcome to today's video. When we look back at some of the most devastating and heart-wrenching natural disasters in history, these events left indelible marks on the world and affected countless lives, reminding us of the immense power of nature and the fragility of our existence. Get ready to witness the top 10 most terrifying natural disasters in history. Number 10. The Tunguska Explosion. The Tunguska explosion was a massive natural disaster that occurred on June 30, 1908 in remote central Siberia, Russia. The explosion was caused by the airburst of a large meteoroid or comet fragment, which released an estimated 15 megatons of energy, equivalent to that of a large nuclear bomb. The Tunguska explosion caused widespread damage to the forest in the area, with an estimated 80 million trees being felled over an area of 2,150 square kilometers. Despite the massive scale of the disaster, there were no confirmed human fatalities, as the remote location of the event prevented widespread loss of life. The Tunguska explosion remains one of the largest and most mysterious natural disasters in recorded history and has been the subject of much scientific study and speculation. Scientists have estimated that the meteoroid that caused the explosion was likely between 50 and 100 meters in diameter, but much about the event remains unknown. Number 9. The Lake Nyos Limnic eruption. The Lake Nyos Limnic eruption was a catastrophic event on August 21, 1986 in Cameroon, West Africa. Lake Nyos is a volcanic crater lake located in the northwest region of the country. The eruption was caused by a buildup of carbon dioxide or CO2 gas accumulated in the lake over time. The CO2 was released from the lake in a massive burst, creating a cloud of gas that flowed down the surrounding valleys and killed thousands of people and animals. The gas cloud covered an area of about 25 square kilometers, suffocating everything in its path, including humans, livestock, and vegetation. An estimated 1,700 people and thousands of animals died due to the disaster. The cause of the buildup of CO2 in Lake Nyos is still not fully understood, but it is believed to be related to volcanic activity in the region. Scientists have since installed a degassing system to prevent another limnic eruption. The Lake Nyos limnic eruption is considered one of the most unusual natural disasters in history and serves as a reminder of the potential dangers that can be posed by volcanic lakes. Number 8. The Indian Ocean Earthquake and Tsunami. The Indian Ocean Earthquake and Tsunami, also known as the Boxing Day Tsunami, was a catastrophic event that occurred on December 26, 2004. The earthquake, which had a magnitude of 9.1, struck off the west coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, and caused a massive tsunami that impacted countries along the Indian Ocean, including Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Thailand, and several others. The tsunami was generated by the water displacement caused by the earthquake, and it caused widespread damage and destruction as it swept across the affected countries. In some areas, the waves reached heights of up to 30 meters, destroying buildings, infrastructure, and entire communities. The disaster was one of the deadliest natural disasters in modern history, with an estimated 230,000 people losing their lives and many more being injured or homeless. In addition to the loss of life, the tsunami also caused significant economic damage, affecting tourism, fishing, and other industries in the affected countries. The Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami served as a wake-up call for the world, highlighting the need for improved early warning systems and disaster response measures. The disaster also sparked a global outpouring of support and aid, with countries and organizations from around the world coming together to provide assistance to those affected. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on our channel and be notified every time we release a new video. Number 7. The Tangshan Earthquake. The Tangshan Earthquake, also known as the Great Tangshan Earthquake, was a catastrophic event that occurred on July 28, 1976 in the city of Tangshan in Hebei Province, China. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.8 and was one of the deadliest earthquakes of the 20th century, killing an estimated 242,000 people and injuring over 160,000 others. The earthquake struck in the early morning and caused widespread damage and destruction in Tangshan and the surrounding area. Many buildings and homes were completely destroyed, leaving tens of thousands homeless. The disaster also caused damage to infrastructure and disrupted transportation, making rescue and relief efforts difficult. In addition to the loss of life, the Tangshan earthquake also caused significant economic damage, affecting the local economy and setting back the city's development. The disaster also had a profound psychological impact on the people of Tangshan and the surrounding areas, with many people suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of their experiences. Today, the city of Tangshan has been rebuilt and is once again a thriving industrial center. but the memories of the disaster remain deeply ingrained in the collective memory of the people. Number 6. Pakistan and Kashmir Earthquake 2005. The Pakistan and Kashmir Earthquake of 2005 was a catastrophic event that struck northern Pakistan and the Kashmir region on October 8, 2005. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.6 and was centered near Muzaffarabad in Pakistani-administered Kashmir. The earthquake caused widespread damage and destruction in the affected areas, with entire villages being destroyed and roads and infrastructure being severely impacted. The disaster also caused landslides in the mountainous region, blocking roads and making rescue and relief efforts difficult. The death toll from the earthquake was estimated to be over 73,000, with over 69,000 people injured and hundreds of thousands left homeless. In addition to the loss of life, the earthquake also caused significant economic damage, affecting the local economy and setting back the development of the affected regions. The Pakistan and Kashmir earthquake of 2005 sparked a massive relief effort, with aid and assistance coming from around the world to help those affected by the disaster. The disaster also served as a wake-up call for the Pakistani government, highlighting the need for improved disaster preparedness and response measures. Number 5. The 2010 Haiti earthquake. The 2010 Haiti earthquake was a catastrophic event that struck the island nation of Haiti on January 12, 2010. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.0 and was centered near the capital city of Port-au-Prince. The catastrophic earthquake that hit Haiti in 2010 resulted in widespread destruction and damage to neighborhoods and buildings, leaving roads and infrastructure severely impacted. The event caused chaos and panic, making rescue efforts challenging. The death toll was estimated at over 220,000, with over 300,000 injured and over 1.5 million homeless. The earthquake not only took countless lives, but also had a significant impact on the local economy, hindering the country's growth. The global community came together to offer aid and support, bringing attention to Haiti's struggles. Despite rebuilding efforts, the country still faces challenges including poverty, political instability, and environmental issues. Number 4. The Bola Cyclone. The Bola cyclone was a deadly tropical cyclone that struck East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, on November 12, 1970. The cyclone caused widespread damage and destruction in the affected areas, with entire villages being swept away and roads and infrastructure being severely impacted. The death toll from the Bola cyclone was estimated to be over 500,000, with hundreds of thousands more injured or displaced. The Bola cyclone was one of the deadliest natural disasters in history, and its impact was felt for many years after the event. In the aftermath of the cyclone, the Bangladeshi government made efforts to improve disaster preparedness and response measures, but the country remains vulnerable to tropical cyclones and other natural disasters due to its geographic location. It highlights the need for continued investment in disaster risk reduction and response efforts, particularly in countries vulnerable to such events. Number 3. The Shaanxi Earthquake. The Shaanxi Earthquake, also known as the 1556 Huaxian Earthquake, was a catastrophic earthquake that struck the Shaanxi province in China on January 23, 1556. The earthquake was estimated to be between 8.0 and 8.3 and was one of the deadliest earthquakes in recorded history, with an estimated death toll of 830,000. The devastating effects of the earthquake were widespread, leaving cities and villages in ruins and causing severe harm to roads and other vital infrastructure. The chaotic aftermath of the disaster made rescue and recovery efforts challenging. The loss of life was catastrophic, and the earthquake also caused significant financial harm, negatively impacting the economy and hindering the development of affected areas. This catastrophic event was a defining moment in Shaanxi's history, and its aftermath was felt for a long time. The Shaanxi earthquake serves as a poignant reminder of the destructive power of natural disasters and the importance of being prepared for them. Number 2. The Yellow River Flood. The 1887 Yellow River Flood was a catastrophic flood event that occurred in China's Yellow River Basin in 1887. The Yellow River, also known as the Huanghe, is one of the largest and most important rivers in China, and it has a history of severe and destructive floods. The 1887 flood was one of the worst in recorded history, causing widespread devastation and loss of life. The flood was caused by heavy rainfall and the collapse of the dikes meant to contain the river. The breach of the dikes allowed the river to overflow, causing widespread flooding in the surrounding areas. The floodwaters swept away homes, crops, and livestock and resulted in the displacement of hundreds of thousands of people. The flood also caused widespread famine and disease, adding to the toll of human suffering. The 1887 Yellow River Flood was a turning point in the history of China, as it prompted the government to take action to prevent such disasters from happening in the future. The government implemented new measures to improve flood control, such as the construction of higher and stronger dikes and the development of a comprehensive flood warning system. These measures helped to reduce the impact of future floods and helped to prevent such disasters from happening again. Number 1. The Shaanxi River Floods. The 1931 Shaanxi River floods were a series of devastating floods that occurred along the Shaanxi River in China in the summer of 1931. The floods are widely regarded as the largest and deadliest natural disaster in Chinese history and one of the deadliest natural disasters of the 20th century. The floods were caused by a combination of factors, including heavy rainfall, the rapid melting of snow in the upper reaches of the Shaanxi River, and the poorly maintained and inadequate dikes along the river. When the dikes failed, the floodwaters overflowed, causing widespread and severe flooding in the surrounding areas. The floods affected an estimated 120 million people, killing an estimated 140 to 145,000 and leaving millions homeless. The floods caused widespread devastation and had a profound impact on the affected communities. The floodwaters destroyed homes, crops, and infrastructure and caused widespread famine and disease. The 1931 Shaanxi River floods remain a seminal event in China's history and serve as a reminder of the devastating impact that natural disasters can have on communities and the importance of preparedness and risk reduction measures. In conclusion, we have explored the top 10 terrifying natural disasters in history and have seen the devastating impact they have had on communities around the world. As we come to the end of this video, our hearts go out to all those who have suffered and lost loved ones as a result of these disasters. May we always remember the lessons learned from these disasters and work toward a future where we are better prepared and equipped to handle the forces of nature. May we also pray for all those who continue to suffer the aftermath of these disasters and for the safety of all communities in the face of future natural disasters. If you found this video informative and interesting, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more informative content like this.